Spring is here, spring is here. Life is Skittles and life is beer. But tonight, life is high school boys volleyball. And the St. Francis Lancers and Bellarmine Bells are squaring off here tonight in the Alumni Gym in Mountain View, California. I'm Mike Messner, and I'll be bringing you all the action tonight. Both teams come into tonight's contest with winning records, but also with recent losses, as the Lancers fell to Carlmont 3 days ago, 2-1, and the Bells lost in a 5-set affair against Sacred Heart, 3-2. Looking at the standings, we can see that St. Francis has a flawless West Catholic Athletic League record. What this chart doesn't show you is that Valley Christian is on fire. It's won its last 5 matches in a row. All the other schools in the league, the 2 contestants tonight, Sacred Heart, Sarah, and St. Ignatius and Mitty, have all been on losing streaks of at least 1 match. We'll see how all that plays out in the weeks to come. Well, the last time these 2 teams faced each other, it was on Bellarmine's home court back on February 29th, and the Lancers took the victory in straight sets, 25-20, 25-22, and 25-16. We'll be back with the opening serve in just a moment. Bellarmine and St. Francis, don't go away. We're back at St. Francis High School in the Alumni Gym as these 2 teams have been introduced with their starting lineups. We will be having a 5-set match tonight. Best 3 wins it. And it ought to be quite a match. One person you might want to keep an eye on for the Lancers is number 10, Daniel Devine. He is a 6'6" junior, and this is his 3rd year on the varsity, meaning that he has been on the varsity as a Lancer since his freshman year. As for the Bells, probably want to keep your eye out for Nate Berliner, who leads the team in both digs per set and total digs. Also, Taryn Bucks, he has 165 serve receptions and 10 aces. So definitely somebody to keep an eye out for in the backcourt. Bellarmine will be serving first. That's Holden Finley, 6'6" junior. And that one's going to go for naught. And that's your first unforced error, and that's how this game gets started, as the Bells come up short on their first serving attempt. Now Carson Cias, number 18, serving it away for the Lancers. And that one not handled well by Matthias Correa, number 1. He's the libero. Couldn't get a handle on that one, and the Lancers now have a 2-0 lead. Good defense there by the Lancers. The Bells keep it alive. And good attempt there to defend by Correa, number 1. That one ended up in the St. Francis bench. Good rally there on both sides. Both teams really fighting to keep that one in play. And it's 3-0 Lancers. And right in the middle of the St. Francis defense, and that was Arif it was Krithik Sambathkumar, the 6'2" sophomore. I'll say more about him when I get a chance. J.J. Barton, whom I talked to you about a little earlier, now serving for the Bells, number 16. 77% serving average for J.J. And that one won't help his average. That's his 27th serving error. It's not a statistic I'm sure he wants to look at, but there it is. And Daniel Devine, whom I mentioned earlier, probably the veteran on the team. And that one a let, and that is not going to be going the Lancers' way. And so we got a 4-2 match now. Now Ryan Anil, 88.3% serving. Serving from the left side there. Ooh. Good put down there. That's a swat by Andrija Siric, the 6'1 sophomore. And the Lancers have it back again with a 5-2 lead. And Siric with the serve. And that's tipped over, and St. Francis can't believe that. There were 4 people around there. Everybody else thought everybody else was going to get it. And they pick up a point there, the Bells do. Sambath Kumar now, 78.5 serving average. That's a strong one. And a good defensive there. Good block there by Lucas Brown, the 6'4 junior from Bellarmine. And the Bells draw to within a point. And Bellarmine holds the serve for the first time so far tonight. And that one's going to go long. And the Lancers break the serve. That's Shaunak Bilal. Ooh, and that one's not well handled. And that was Andrija Siric, whom we talked about just a moment ago, and that one fell dead on his right forearm. And the Bells get it back. Taryn Bucks again. Well, that's the longest rally we've had all night so far. And Holden Finley sweeping that over, and we've got a 6-6 ball game now. First time that we've had a tie. Bellarmine now fighting back a little bit. And your server is Matthias Correa. 92%, no, they swapped that out. That will be Taryn Bucks serving again. And that one's volleyed out of bounds. Good defensive effort, but went the wrong way. And so St. Francis with a 1-point lead. Timothy Cho now serving, number 11. Here he comes. Ooh, that one's going to end up in the stands. And Sambath Kumar almost went for a plane ride going after that one. And he did pull up. 8-6 Lancers. And that one just out. Good attempt there at a cross-court kill. Not quite enough, and now St. Francis with a 3-point lead. ran that one through the hands of J.J. Barton. And it's a 4-point lead now for the Lancers. The Lancers tend to win in the first set by an average of 0.7, but right now they're doing much better than that. And again, a pass heads into the stands. So right now, Bellarmine is just giving this away with poor ball handling. Oh, and that one hit Bucks right in the face. And are we going to have a timeout? No, we're just going to have a substitution. That's Nate Berliner, freshman, coming in for the Bells. And it's a 12-6 game. Ooh. And that one was as a surprise as much to me as it was to anyone else, because it looked like Bellarmine had lost that one for sure, and then they managed to sort of squeak it over into the near corner of the St. Francis defense, and St. Francis can't believe it. Point is going to go to Bellarmine. Now Korea serving. And that one had a ticket to fly, but it was touched by a Lancer defender. And the Bells pulled within 4 on that one. Not quite sure who touched that one. And that one, Justin DeMuro, the junior libero, almost had some poetry there. That went off his wrist and into the St. Francis bench, and we've got a 3-point margin now. Very fast start for both these teams. Good block there. Ooh, sneaky. And that was Ahmed Khan, the 5'8" senior, who was responsible for that one. Ahmed's going to serve now. (13-9) score. Ooh, that one was hanging up there for what seemed like about an hour, and then it was finally smashed home by Holden Finley, who was just waiting for it to happen. Good defense there by the libero. And good kill there by Andrija Sirik. Went right into and out of the hands of Matthias Correa, the libero. Got down under it, but wasn't able to dig it out completely. And good timing there. Holden Finley waited until the very last instant to set that. And by the time he had done that, St. Francis had to reconnoiter, and they weren't able to prevent the point. So it's 14-11 now. Barton with the serve. That one won't help.
Service error goes to the Lancers for their side out at point. Daniel Devine is served.
15-11 with Daniel Devine serving now. Well tipped and well placed there by Bellarmine. No chance at all for Sirik. 15-12. Ryan O'Neill now serving. Not Ryan O'Neill, Ryan O'Neill. And that one shortened to the point. Smashed home by Bilal there, number 16. Now Sirik to serve. Now Bellarmine's calling for a foul. Referee's talking to the captain. I don't think he saw it. So the point does go to St. Francis. 17-12 now. And that one won't help. So Bellarmine will get that back after the unforced error. Bellarmine's made more of those errors tonight. We'll talk more about that at the end of this set, beginning of the next one. Your server is Nate Berliner. And that one, not able to defend that as vertically as they would have liked. So St. Francis gets the point as they're looking to put the Bells away here in set number one. And there's a timeout by Bellarmine. So we'll step aside while they figure it out. It's Lancers 18, Bells 13. We'll be right back. Back here at St. Francis High School, where the Lancers have opened up a 5-point lead over the Bells. And we're having a little fun here on a Tuesday night. And Bilal. And that's the second time in 2 rallies that the Lancers have coughed it up on a serving error. Taryn Bucks, the 6'1" junior. Ooh. Good move there by Daniel Devine coming from the back line to slam that home. And the point goes to the Lancers. Good block there. Ooh, we have a joust, and it goes to the Lancers. Showing some dexterity there, as the PA announcer said, and indeed they did. That was Daniel Devine who made the case for the Lancers, and it's a 2014 tally. And that one just a little bit long. So the Bells get a much needed side out and a chance to come back from 5 down. Matthias Correa serving now. And Devine again from the far side. And I think that may have been a left-handed shot, and that would make sense. I don't know what his dominant hand is, but we'll find out later if we can. And that one's also a little long. So another serving error, and those serving errors, there have now been 4 or 5 of them in a short span by the Lancers. They're still holding on to a 5-point lead, but the play is getting a little inconsistent. And the referee didn't like that. And the Bells will pick one up on that. That may have been a double hit, I wasn't sure. 21-17. And that one will be long.
Set out point to the Lancers. In the serve will be junior outside hitter, Ryan DeMuro.
Justin DeMuro now serving. He's played libero quite a bit. And that one, good picket fence there by the Lancers as they snuff that back down. But it is going to go to the Bells. Not quite sure why. Jake Behringer. Hope I got that name right. And that comes out of a little bit of frustration, I think, on the part of the Lancers, because they want to finish this set off, and now they're in a good position to do so. And we have a timeout on the court. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back for the finale of set number 1. Don't go away. We're back, and the Bells needing to have a quick powwow, if you will, as they try to figure out how to extend this set a little bit. As you can see, St. Francis is within 1 point of a set point. Daniel Devine. Right-handed. And another unforced error by the Lancers. So in spite of their superior ball handling, St. Francis is letting the Bells hang around a little bit more than they probably should here in this first set. Can the Bells capitalize? Well, they did that time, as J.J. Barton coming in for a gentle kill. Bellarmine's got it back to 4. The margin has not, well, no, that is going to go to St. Francis. Set point. There's a technical call on that last one. Set point now for the Lancers. Andrija Sirik. Oh, puddle scraper there by the libero. And St. Francis gets it. On a good defensive effort there. In a set that had its share of unforced errors on both sides, the Lancers walk away with it 25-19. We'll be back with set number 2 in just a moment. Well, we're back here at St. Francis High School, and if there was a theme to the reason that the Bells fell in that first set, it was inconsistent ball handling. They did make a number of unforced errors in both passing and serving. There were a couple of serving errors. I counted at least 3 in that set. St. Francis made their share too. There were 3 or 4 long serves and at least 2 serves into the net. St. Francis by that time, however, had built up enough of a margin so that they had a cushion even when Bellarmine went on the runs that they did. So we're starting here in the second set. St. Francis is up 1-0. And I'll tell you more numbers and statistics as I get them. Good swat there by Holden Finley. And they score first, the Bells do, here in set number 2. Libero tried to get a fist up there, but you can't volley with a fist, and you certainly can't dig out a kill attempt. So that was Korea on the attempt, so we got a 1-1 contest just like that. St. Francis does have a scoring edge, if you go by averages, of about 1.5 points over the Bells in the second set. That is twice the average that they have in set number 1 over Bellarmine. So we'll see if that trend holds true for the rest of this evening. And that one, good serve there, and then Justin DeMuro did all he could, the libero there, to dig that out, but just not enough English on it. J.J. Barton is your server. 3-1 Bells. Ooh. And J.J. wishes he could have that one back. That's his third serving error of the night. Now Daniel Devine, who is the tallest on this St. Francis squad at 6'6". And the defense there by Sirik. All by himself, and he manages to give control back to the Lancers, and we got a 3-3 tie. And that one won't help. So it's 4-3 now. And Neal, I think I mentioned this earlier. Way up there. St. Francis controls. Oh, so close, and an amazing effort there. And I think one of the chairs on the Bellarmine bench tipped over on that attempt, and it just missed going over the net in a great attempt to keep that one going. 4-4. Good save there. And that one's just a little long, and that'll go to the Lancers. Back set, and whoa! How about that? Sambath Kamar, I don't think, was expecting the pass, and nobody on the Lancer side was accepting or expecting it to fall at all. Never mind in the middle of their defense. So we got a 5-5 game. Nate Berliner now. Nate came into the middle of the first set. And that one's going to be a little bit long.
Jump service called long, point to the Lancers. Carson back in, shot below the junior to serve.
Nate's serving percentage is usually about 86.2, so that one's not going to help his numbers. Oh, that one's going to hit the antenna. It's going to go out of bounds, and that will be a point for the Bells. So right now, Bellarmine is running neck and neck with the Lancers after not being able to really hold a lead at all. And whistle goes on that one. And there's some sort of violation that the Lancers committed there, and so they just gave the Bells the lead by 1 point, 7-6. Ooh, good teamwork there. Tim Cho and Carson Cias teamed up to get that one. 7-7. Ooh, that one's just going to be a little bit short. It would have been a fourth hit anyway, but a great effort. And that's another heartbreaking rally for the Bells, as twice in this set they've come so close to getting it over and can't quite get it. Matter of inches. Joust and Devine pushes it home for the Lancers.
Way up there to block it. Point St. Francis. Tim to serve again.
Timothy Cho, who's a 5'11" junior, lines up as a setter. Whoa! Heads up ball by the Bells, and that one's going to be out, and that work paid off as their reflexes were absolutely on point for that, to draw within one of the Lancers. Amazing work there. And that one's slammed home, as what the Lancers are lacking in reflexes, they're making up for in just pure muscle. And they do have a 2-point lead over the Bells. That one won't help. Make that a 1-point lead over the Bells. Holden Finley, your server. And that one's going to be a little long.
Service error goes to the Lancers for a point, side out. Junior Carson CS.
That's his second serving error of the night for Finley. Carson Cia serving, and that one is long also. So
Makes it a 1-point differential.
J.J. Barton now serving, and it seems like to get this ball in play, all of these young men need to take a deep breath and figure out what it is they're doing. That one is in play. Whoa! Again, what an effort by the Bells to keep that one alive. Good block. Bellarmine controls. And well planted. Right in the corner. No chance at all for the Lancer defense, and we've tied it up again. 11 all. J.J. Barton serving again. Ooh, Devine again, and I don't know that there is a stronger player on the court right now than Daniel Devine. Don't have a lot of information on Daniel, unfortunately, except that he's been on the varsity for 3 years. But I have no statistics on his performance, and I know that he's made a number of serving errors, but he is certainly not alone tonight in that category. Both teams have made their share of bad serves. So, Ryan Anil, standing serve that time. And a joust. Bellarmine loses it, but they do keep control, and another one. And that one's just fed into the Lancers, but they control. Ooh, off of the rafter. Blocked, and this time the Bells can't recover. Every game we cover on KMVT, we've got at least one occasion where the ball goes up in the rafters. Los Altos, Mountain View, St. Francis, you take your pick. They all have those support beams that are rattlesnakes, and if you needed more evidence of that, it was just there. Good work by our camera crew in catching that. And the Bells get another one off of a deflection on the far side. 13 all. And we've got some substitutions now for the Bells. Nate Berliner coming into the game, and he'll serve now for Bellarmine. Good kill there by Ahmed Khan, the 5'8" senior. One of the smaller athletes on this team. Second shortest, second lightest, but certainly wouldn't be able to tell it looking at a kill like that. Now it's back in play. And another one by Khan, as the Lancers opening up again their biggest lead of the set so far. It's been 2 points. Bilal serving from the far side. Oh, good defense there by the Lancers, and they do recover after losing the joust. And that one's headed out. That one headed over into the stands. And so the Bells catch a little bit of a break there, and they are still within one. Neither team really able to go on a long offensive run so far in this contest, or at least in this set. 2-point runs is about as long as we've gotten so far. And that one was, Taryn Bucks kind of bobbled that when he was making his toss to make the serve, so. That goes back to the Lancers again. Stand, now they get it over. And good attempt there by Berliner to get under that one. Too horizontal, not vertical enough. And so the Lancers now have a 3-point lead. That's the longest, the largest lead they've had tonight so far in this second set. There's Timothy Cho. And that one, J.J. Barton smashed that one home with authority. Now you got Luca Sciortino, number 7, coming into the game. Or he's coming off, I beg your pardon. And Korea serving. And that one's out. Good eye there by the Bells, not going after that one. And that one just should have been just not well executed. And is that going to go to the Lancers? I guess it is. And there's timeout by the Bells. So we'll see if we can find out what happened with that last rally. We'll be right back. It's 18-15 Lancers. Well, we're still not completely clear on why we had a reversal there on that last point, but we've pretty much concluded that the refs have a better view than we do, and they're certainly closer to the action, so we're going to let them make the final decision. We won't question it too much. And that one, a little bit of contact with the net there, but the ref decides to let it stand, and the Lancers now have a 4-point lead. That is the tied for the largest lead they've had tonight so far. Ooh, good teamwork there. And the Bells get that one back. They're going to be doing some substitutions in just a second here. Sambath Kumar coming back in, replacing Nate Berliner. Findlay with the serve. And great defense there as Ryan Anil blocks that one and brings the Bells to within 2 points. And that one, good jump serve, but into the net. 20-17 now, Lancers. And Justin DeMuro. And that one also goes into the net. It was right about this juncture in the last set that the serving got a little bit sloppy. So there may be fatigue or who knows, but that 20-point mark seems to be the one. So that one's going to be a point for the Lancers. That's Shaunak Bilal, number 16, a 6'3" junior, and Daniel Devine. And that one's out. So St. Francis now with a 4-point lead and closing in on set number 2. And the Bells take another timeout. So we'll let them sort it out. We'll take a deep breath, and we'll be right back. Back again with the action here at St. Francis as the Lancers, despite some truly magnificent teamwork by Bellarmine in this set, are back to a 4-point lead. And we've been here before in terms of the tally and in terms of the timing between these two teams. So St. Francis, and there's an ace for Daniel Devine. That may be the first ace that we've had so far tonight. And it couldn't have gone to a nicer guy. 23-18 now. Justin Doan coming in now, number 15 for the Bells. We'll see a little bit of him a little later. Oh, and that one's another heartbreaker as Anil trying to get that one and just not quite enough. And it's a set point now for the Lancers. Well, the net giveth and the net taketh away. It's still set point. And now the Bells have a chance to extend this a little bit. Anil. No serving errors for Ryan tonight. Good dig there by Findlay. And that one's deflected off, and that will give the second set to the Lancers by a 25-19 score. So, great effort by both sides, but the Lancers did come out ahead in that second set. We'll be right back for set number 3 between these two teams. See you in a minute. And here we are for set number 3 in this best-of-5 contest. To describe the second set would be to give Bellarmine an A+ for effort. They really had some remarkable teamwork. They reacted very, very quickly to everything that St. Francis threw at them. They were just inconsistent, again, with ball handling and with serves. St. Francis made their share of mistakes also, but it wasn't as bad. And St. Francis does tend to have more height and, I would dare say, more upper body strength. That being said, the Bells just did score the first point of the second set. And that was taken right back. That was Carson Cias, number 18. Ties the game up. And now Justin DeMuro, whom we saw quite a bit in the second set, doing some serving. He's going to serve now for the Lancers. And that one just falls. There was a good attempt there, and I think some of the Bells may have seen that one heading out of town, but point goes to the Lancers, 2-1. Ooh. Good save there. Another good one. And that one makes it over. And some miscommunication, and the Lancers not quite able to pull that off. So the Bells have proven that they can handle the ball just as effectively as the Lancers, and sometimes better. They just haven't done it quite as consistently enough as they needed to if they wanted to be successful. And that one's going out off of the deflection, and that is going to be a point for the Lancers, so it's 3-2. Going to be a little bit long. Great attempt there, but not well aimed. And it's a 4-2 contest. St. Francis has the statistical edge in the third set by 1.3 points. Good dig. And again, some miscommunication with the libero there. Good deflection. Good dig there by DeMuro. And a good kill there by Cyric. Cross court. The deadly angle right there in the first couple of feet on the other side of the opposing side, on the other side of the net, unstoppable. 5-2, St. Francis. And that one, they were looking for an ace and they didn't get it. And the Bells get a side out there. Ryan Anil. Anil, not the most powerful server, but very consistent. Ooh. Good fake out there by the Bells. And that one ended up about 5 feet away from where our booth is, out of bounds. It says a lot about the power of the hit that was taken there. Now Cyric. Oh, and the net did a favor for the Lancers, and you got to think that maybe that net was made here in Mountain View, because it certainly had a bias that time, and it's a 7-3 game. As the Lancers looking for another clean sweep of the Bells, as they had last month, and that one goes down, and it is going to be counted towards the Lancers. It was marked out of bounds there. And there's a timeout on the court. So it's 8-3 St. Francis. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Well, from here, these two teams will have a week off in observance of Holy Week and spring break. Bellarmine will be playing Valley Christian on April 9th, and the Lancers will be also playing Valley Christian 2 days later, the 11th of April. And that one hit with authority, and Correa with an attempt to block it, but that one was destined for the back of the room. So it's a 9-3 game, and the Lancers going on a long run with their biggest lead of the night. And that one A little bit too long, and it's a 10-3 contest.
Oh, good blocks there, good responsiveness, and a third block, and that one's going to be blocked out of bounds. Good eye there by the Bells. Still a 6-point margin, but that last rally showed what WCAL volleyball is all about. Teamwork and reflexes, and that one's going to be a serving error. Ooh. Joust won by the Bells, but St. Francis controls, and they win the second one. The Bells refusing to go quietly here in the third set. Nate Berliner coming into the game. He's replacing Taryn Bucks, number 17. Whoa! How that ended up back over the net, I'll never know. Great end to that rally, though, as Findlay smashes it home. That ball did some very strange things in that last rally, but the Bells certainly aren't arguing with the results as they draw to within 5 of the Lancers. And that one's going to be long.
Side out point to the Lancers. Junior center Tim Cho to serve.
Timothy Cho. And that is what I was talking about. Holden Finley saw an alley within 3 feet of the net on the St. Francis side and decided that that was where he was going to stake his claim, and it paid off. Serve back to the Bells. And good flip over there, and St. Francis not able to handle it. And Ahmed Khan's getting a little frustrated now. Korea continuing to serve. Long run there. That one, Devine, I think, realized that one wasn't going anywhere. And there's a timeout. St. Francis, I think, called this one. So it's 12-9. The Bells have the momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. Don't go away. We are back, and Bellarmine, although you wouldn't think it to look at the scoreboard, they have been the better team in the last several minutes, and they've pulled to within 3 of the Lancers. They've got some heavy lifting to do, but and that one, great attempt, and that was another one that bounced into our press box here, or very close to. And St. Francis maybe getting a little fed up and realizing that they are in a position where they could get an early night tonight if they play their cards right. Ooh. And that one spiked home by Sirik. And it's 14-9 Lancers. Good deflection there. J.J. Barton anticipating that move brilliantly. And is the point going to go to St. Francis? Apparently so. Maybe there was a double hit. Couldn't see, but that was still a great defensive effort there. And that one's going to count as Findlay gets the deflection, gets the point, and it's 15-10. Now Findlay to serve. And that one's out of bounds. And Sia says, okay, I'm cool, I'm cool. 15-11 now, St. Francis. And that one's deflected. So on the far side, we're seeing a lot of action right now. Now here's Justin DeMuro. And that's deflected out. Again on the far side. And Bellarmine gets another lifeline. That's Justin Doan, who's got an 84% serving percentage. And that was a very short serving tenure. 17-12 now, Lancers. Solid 5-point lead. Devine again to serve. A little bit long on that one. And the Lancers right now cannot crack that 5-point lead that they have been holding. Bellarmine keeps on playing catch up, but they have been doing it. Good sneaky attempt there. I think that was Timmy Cho who got that one. And the point goes to St. Francis, and they're 7 points away from another clean sweep of the Bells. Second time this season that will have happened. Ooh. Again, the net does a favor for the Lancers, and they now have a 6-point lead. And there's a timeout on the floor. So when we come back, we may be seeing the end of the match, or at least the end of the set. We'll find out when we return. Back here at St. Francis, it's a 19-13 score in the third set. And so St. Francis is in a position where they could finish off the Bells in the next couple of minutes. But the Bells have been very resilient. Don't count them out. Although play like that is not going to help, as it's now a 7-point lead for St. Francis. Ooh, good flick there to keep it alive. And that probably was an illegal hit, or from what I could tell was an illegal hit, and 21-13 as the Lancers are getting closer to an early night. Bellarmine wins that joust. And good deflection, but it's out of bounds. Off one of the Bells, and it's 22-13. Doug Ray Whitmer hit that one with everything he had, and St. Francis managed to block it out. That's number 31, Doug Ray Whitmer. We haven't seen much of him. That one's headed out. And finally, Bellarmine's able to break the run that the Lancers had, and that run was at least 6 points.
He'll serve for Bellarmine.
Jake Berenger. Ooh. And that brings us to match point. 24-14. Shanak Bilal serving for the win. And that's going to do it, as that last defensive maneuver gave the victory to, or does it? No! It goes to the Bells, and so just as we thought we were wrapping up, the Bells get one more gasp of oxygen. And Nate Berliner coming in to try to extend this just a little bit further on behalf of Bellarmine. And it's out of bounds, and so Bellarmine again, still match point. Still match point for St. Francis, but Bellarmine, as they have done in the other two sets, hanging around. And St. Francis still can't close the deal, as Bellarmine gets a third bite at the apple. Now down by only 7. And Carson Cias looking to finish it off, but whiffed on that one. And the lead is now down to 6. And again, as Bellarmine now perhaps, and St. Francis wants a timeout, and I can't say as I blame them. So the lead is down to 5. Could Bellarmine pull out a set and send this to set number 4? We'll find out in just a moment. We're back as Bellarmine going on quite a run now. Can they extend this into a 4th set? We'll find out. And that is going to do it. So St. Francis, after getting a bit of a scare there in the 3rd set, does capture this in a straight set affair. So let's roll the credits. That match lasted 1 hour and 14 minutes. Our camera ops were Aaron Shack and Janine Kosinski. Thank you, ladies. Our producer was Jacob Peterson. Special thanks to Mid-Peninsula Management or Mid-Peninsula Media and St. Francis High School. I'm Mike Messner reminding you, run for the roses, but don't forget to stop and smell them. We'll see you next time.